This nigga's just being Islamophobic for no reason.
Well, not for no reason. It's because I hate Islam. Okay, there are reasons.
Really?
Yeah. What the fuck? I'm an atheist, of course.
Yeah, because there's a core tenet in atheism that causes you to hate Islam, right?
Do what?
Like what? Like
there's something.
If anything, if you're an atheist, that should make you even more even-killed to not care about stuff like that.
Why would I not care? A lot of the backward social values that people from Islamic countries have, they like.
Aren't even talking about you. Like I'm asking you genuinely.
Please make that argument, Destiny. You are about to make a retarded argument.
No, my argument was that there are a lot of Muslims in Muslim-majority countries that draw from like social values that I would dramatically disagree with from their religion. And in general, religions that make claims about like the supernatural and shit are going to be religions that I think make people retarded. I'm not going to agree with these religions.
You know, I experienced the supernatural, Destiny.
That's fine. I would call you retarded for it too. I mean, what do you want me to say? I'm an atheist.
I could literally send you the video. So basically, I went to a psychic to troll her.
Okay.
Right? And this bitch knew everything.
JiDion, no, you're trolling me, right?
I'm being, bro. Literally, anybody like my old subscribers before I privated the video, they've seen it. Like, I'll send you. You can't post the video. I'll send you the link to it. But on everything, like, she knew my brother's middle name. She knew I had 3 nieces, and that wasn't even on the internet. What else did she know? She knew all the things about my videos, even though she never even like seen my channel before. It was crazy. She knew things about the Pop Smoke case, and I didn't even tell her. I made up a story saying that he was somebody else, but since she had a picture, she was able to like see the stuff about him, and she knew that he died in February, and she knew that he was shot 4 times, and she knew that there was 4 people involved in the case, and bro, like that stuff's real, bro.
You ever heard of cold reading?
Cold reading? What does that mean?
It's where somebody kind of says a bunch of stuff, and then based on how you respond, they make pretty accurate guesses about your life. You should look it up.
But how did she guess that I had 3 nieces?
I don't know. She might have said a lot of stuff. She might have looked you up online before you went in. She might have known who your stuff.
Oh, she literally lived
in scope, by the way.
Can I ask you a question, JiDion? Can I ask you a question? Did she and let me finish all the way. Did she directly say you have 3 nieces, or did she say, I can feel that you have 3 younger people that you feel good about, and you're like, oh, I do have 3 nieces. Like, did you fill the blank in for her, and then later on you convinced yourself that she knew you had 3 nieces, or did she directly say, I know you have 3 nieces?
Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, so she said, do you have 3? You have 3 little ones that run around that you don't necessarily have to take care of. That's what she said.
Yeah, and then let's say you were to say no to that, right? You would dismiss that and you would never bring that up as a she was wrong, right?
So
and then she would keep doing it until she gets it right, and then you would only remember those things she got right.
And you know the first thing she said to me. The first thing she said to me after we did the prayer and everything, she literally said, because basically let me give you the whole gist. So basically what happened was I brought a picture of Pop Smokes and I got some random underwear and I put some like chocolate in it. And I said it was his underwear, and I had like this rapper chain that was mine, and like I let her hold the chain, and I printed out a picture of what's his name, Pop Smokes, and she like rubbed the chain. So since I wore the chain, she got my energy, and then the picture of Pop Smokes, she got his energy, and so literally the first thing out the gate, she was like, is he gay? And I was like, no. And she was like, because I'm hearing something that says homosexual. And
get the fuck out of here.
No, on everything. That was the first thing she said. That was like, bro, like, there's no way you're just guessing. She didn't say homosexual. She said homosexual. And like,
you sure she's not a fan or something?
That's my merch. That was like my merch. But this is back when I had 200,000 subscribers, so I wasn't even big. And she
your merch is called homosexual?
Yeah. It's not sus. He's a homie.
Yep.
Okay.
Agreed.
And what's it called? So that's the first thing she said. She said homosexual. So like, how the fuck did she guess that? And this is how I know she didn't look me up, because I was gonna tell her like some BS about the case when I was on the phone with her, and she was like, no, I don't want to know nothing about anything. So she cut me off before I could even say anything. I wasn't gonna even give her any information. And then while we were doing the reading, I didn't tell her my name at all, and she was like, I'm seeing Dijon. And she was like, for some reason I'm seeing Dijon Mustard. And people call me, like, because my name is JiDion, people, like, always growing up, they would call me Dijon. Even Pokey, she called me Dijon Mustard. Like, that's just what people called me. And so, like, she was, like, getting things, like, on the head. You feel me? So it wasn't, like, just broad things. She even got stuff about my filmer, and he was just filming. Like, she said his aunt's name. She said my brother's middle name. She was guessing so much stuff.
Okay, what did you ask her about the future?
I didn't ask her that, bro. I didn't fucking go there for the future. I was trying to troll her to make a video.
And you freaked out. You freaked out when she started guessing all that shit. Then
she knew this much, and you didn't try to get like details.
I'm not gonna lie. She did tell me when it ended. She said you're gonna be huge. I'm seeing something in the future. She said you're gonna be huge. She said you're gonna be a. She was like, he's telling me that you're gonna be a star. She did say that.
Wow.
But like, I know you guys are probably like, oh, she probably looked you up and everything like that. Like, there was things where it's like.
Well, here's the question: if you're being serious, aren't you Christian?
Yeah, so that's why I privated the video, well,
how do you reconcile that with your Christian belief? Because I'm pretty sure God doesn't allow for shit like that, no?
Yeah, he doesn't. But that's the thing. That's the whole reason why I did it, because I was like, oh, this is some bullshit, you know? Like, the joke of the video was supposed to be like, oh, she's getting all this shit wrong, but I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, how'd you know? Like, da-da-da-da-da. Like, when she said, is he gay? I was like, damn, she's already starting off on the... But then, like, she said homosexual, and me and my filmer just fucking looked at each other. We were like, what the f***? But,
so did she strengthen your faith now, or did she make it weaker?
No, definitely. I mean, I didn't need that to strengthen my faith, but, like, it just made me start thinking. It's like, damn, like, there really are, like they're dead as these demonic forces out here that, like, they could talk to people and stuff like that. Like, you know, like, these demonic possessions and stuff are real. You know what I mean? It's like no one ever believes me until I show them the video, and then they see the video and they're like, what? Everybody that watches the video, they get such an eerie feeling from it.
Listen, these people, these atheists in the call that don't believe in the supernatural, if you were to ask them where we came from, what would you say, Destiny?
God,
where did we come from as humans? No, we're absolutely gonna do this, because you're trying to act like science is not at least in somewhat based in mysticism. So tell me, where do we come from as humans?
The same place where you're gonna end up at, the Big Bang, okay?
Oh, so where did the Big Bang come from?
I don't know. Good question, dude.
Cherry, you need a cam on.
You're saying a universe that's 94 billion light years across, right?
Yeah.
And still ever expanding, came from a point smaller than an atom, right? You say that is not like based in mysticism in any way. You're saying that's completely normal. That makes sense.
Dude, I don't want to run down these bullshit Aquinas arguments with you.
Yeah,
okay?
because no. You're trying right now to shit on people of faith by saying they're illogical, but you need to realize your science itself is based on pure belief.
You're literally playing a God of the Gaps argument. You're saying since I can't explain literally the most complicated question in the universe, I need to buy into one of what 20,000 different bullshit religions that have existed through all of mankind. That's exactly what you're saying. You have zero evidence, zero proof, zero idea of how the universe started. Are you going to say, oh well, Allah said it because some user that like came out and wrote it down in a book, and you're gonna tell me that you've got the more logical position? That's such a stupid argument. If you're seriously putting this out, you're retarded. If you're doing it for troll points, then A+, you trolled me, okay?
Steve, are you done soying out?
Yeah.
All right. Make sure you take the TRT. You've been lagging.
Yeah, I'm good.
But check this out, right?
Yeah, tell me.
Check this out real quick, right? You're telling me in a universe, because you recognize that our universe is highly dependent, right?
No, that's not true. That's fallacious. Just because the universe is a certain way doesn't mean it could only be this way. Conceivably, it could have been a million other ways. You don't know that. Yeah, it is the way that it is now. But
hey, no. Now who's playing the gaps argument, dipshit? It is the way that it is right now. Don't argue what it could have been. Argue what it is right now.
No, because you're trying to say you're pretending like the way that it is now is the only way that it ever could have been. That's not true. The universe could have been a million different ways. You're trying to say, oh, well, since it is the way that it is right now, it must have been fucking designed. You don't know that. We could have been fucking seven-arm fucking.
And when you change all of those measurements, it doesn't allow for.
Wait. So you're telling me this universe? You're telling me this universe that has an intelligent design behind it? Right?
Why do you think it has an intelligent design? There's plenty of unintelligent shit in our fucking universe. What do you mean?
Think about literally the basic things, how your body functions.
Yeah, there's a ton of inefficiencies about it. Look at the eye. Why do we have a giant hole to route all our herbs through? What do you mean? There's tons of things that don't make sense in the body.
Why the all of our technological advancement and how smart we think we are and all of the inventions that we've made, why can't we make something that performs better than us and is sentient itself?
What do you mean? We've made tons of things that outperform humans in different matters. You mean like holistically or what? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say when we do that? Are you gonna suddenly become an atheist if we do manage to create an android that?
Okay. And if I had wings and if I had wheels, I'd be a angel with wheels, dipshit. Stop arguing. What if we did that? We can't do that. Is my argument.
You don't know that we can't do that. What do you mean we can't do that?
Okay, show me where it's been done. Show me a single
It hasn't
thing
been done
that
yet,
has
but
been
I'm pretty sure in 1968 they probably said we couldn't go to the moon, right? Before we figured out the form of the double helix, they probably said we couldn't map the human genome. Before they made the first microprocessor, they probably said you couldn't